Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Go Beyond for April the 4th. April the 4th. Tonight, you're going to need your chair. That'll be for round two. You'll need 2 pair of weights. If you have 2 pair of weights, great. Hopefully, they're 2 different pairs. You know, like I'm using 3s and 5s. I'm not going to go super heavy. And then you need 2 bands, a light band and a heavier band. We're going to use the light band in round 1 because we're going to do it on our legs. And I want you to have the lighter weight band because we're going to be doing more cardio style things. So I want you to have the ability for your legs to open and close and move. We will switch out between using the heavier and the light weights. When we're lifting for biceps and triceps, you'll use your heavier weights. And then if we're doing something where we're doing more movement, you'll switch to a lighter pair of weights. If you only have 1 pair of weights, then you use that 1 pair of weights, and when the weights get to be too much, you put them down, and then you pick them back up when you need to. We all know this. 2 bands, we're good. Make sure you have your water somewhere located nearby. And then, of course, you are good to use shoes in this class or no shoes. It depends on what you want to do today. And if you're like me, you're in the process of adjusting all your fans. All right, let's warm up. We're going to start with a march and kind of hit all of our major joints and go from there. But first, I'm going to turn the speaker on.
Battery medium.
And the battery's cranky.
Connected to Galaxy Tab A.
Oh, and I don't want it to be connected to my Galaxy. Oh, yes, I do. All right, here we go. All right. Take those feet up off the floor and move those arms. You want to be taking those elbows to go right behind you in a nice tall posture and bringing those thumbs up to at least collarbone level. Just so you're the outside. Now, don't focus on the hips so much. You want to take up those feet. Good. Now, I do want you to work on the hips. Don't have to pick up the hips high. I want you to move it right here. Swing those hips a little bit. You're going to wake that spine up. Get those big hips through there. Go. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to put heel marks here first. Keep those toes planted. Lift those heels up. Wake up those calves. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's just going to sit for a bit. Come up. And another 6. Just keep stretching. Okay, 1 more. Look up. And let's go side. Gentle, you're not reaching very far. You want to get that slow turn on the that rotation. That reaching further. Stop pressure. And shake it down. Pick up your heels. All right. Get that lightweight band, and I want you to put that on. You can put it on at your thighs or just below your knees because we're going to use that for jab. I'm using my band. This is me. And I'm putting it on. I am putting it on at the knee level at this point, or right below. I might move it. If it starts fluttering around, you move it to where you need it to be, okay? And here we go. We're going to start our countdown in 5 seconds. 5, 4, and we're just doing that for 1 minute. Open and close. Make some turns. Even if you're not doing a complete hop, you can do a little zigzag tap right here. Where you do a little step two, okay? If you're not doing a full-on jump, keep yourself entertained by keeping yourself entertained. For 20 seconds to go. Hit it. 10 seconds. All right. Stand up to side level. And up your weights 25 steps. Now, we're going to leave the band at thigh level, and you're going to walk around and do your bicep curls. Remember, say lift and lower, not a swing. Lift, lower. And if you want a little bit of a challenge on this bicep, do like this. Hold your elbows behind so that the weight actually comes up your side. That will give you a bit of a challenge. It kind of goes into your shoulders in that you're squeezing them. It's just a neat little way to change it up. So you can do one in the back, and then one in the front, one in the back, one in the front. You can do whatever you want to. But make sure you're not swinging those weights. You're lifting and lowering. Lifting, lower. Too often when we get into a long period, we just want to swing, swing, swing. That's not the song we're playing. Okay, we're going to put our weights down. We're going to go to hip hinge. So we have to bend at our thighs. So go to position. Let's look in and take our hips back. Say hello to our hamstrings. Get a little bit of stretch going. Start with a very small pulse right here. And remember, you want to let your legs push out away from the band. Don't ever rest your hands on your knees, above, and the hips on the back, whatever you want to do with it. Not on your kneecaps. And as you stretch out, you can go lower. Make sure that the hinge originates from your hips, and not from your knees, and not from your head bobbing up and down. Neck and neutral. Breathe from it. Here we go. 20 seconds left. Make sure your weight is balanced between your heels and your toes. Also known as the ball of the foot. 10 seconds. Walking it down. And come on. Go ahead and shift your heels here for me. Now, we're going to be doing curtsy lunge with this guy on, which means you're doing a long in the back lunge. Long in the back. And when this thing is in your way, you take it off. Okay? We're taking it below knee level. If this is our wake up curtsy, maybe rolling. Totally rolling. I'm going to actually use my knee. So I can actually use my knees to catch it. And like I said, if it's bothering you, take it off. Sometimes the tool will work for you like the way you want it to. And sometimes you just need to skin out a little turkey. I'm going to take mine down to ankle level. There we go. That worked for me. I can actually pull it. I can actually make it move. Get back in position. Big arms. Now, after curtsy lunge, we are taking the band off. So as soon as we're done with this, you just take it right off those feet. Good. And then you step right on out of it. Put it back on your chair because you'll need it again later. Pick up your weights for triceps. do kickbacks. I want you to stand up nice and tall in a lunge position. You're going to take those elbows up and back, bend head and neck, and kick it back for me. Here and here. Remember, once you get your elbows and shoulders in position, the only thing moving is the lower part of your arm. Ideally, to be able to plant over your shoulder, top of your waist. If your peripheral vision is working. The weights up high. Your shoulder may be in one position where it says, we do that. Probably okay. I just shift this on my other foot. Is now the lead. My lunge. My head and neck control again. There we go. Good. Counting down. Put that down. Start rolling your shoulders. We're going to put these weights down. We're going to do crisscross abs next. So we're going to be standing. If you want a light pair of weights to hold in your hand, do like this. You're totally welcome to. Not lifting them. So we're going to hold them nice and tight right here. Crisscross. You can put them down when you want to. So get that knee. Get that rotation in. Weights close to you. Arms are doing nothing except holding. So let those fingers stand up into you. Your thumb. And up and down there, guys. Spit up. Lift and aim in the general direction. Not doing the tuck per se. Use your abs. Good. Nice job. Good job, ladies. All right. We're going to do our side leg reach. Put a nice wedge stance for me. And just try to keep these guys. Let's start with the hanging log. I don't know how I did that. Yeehaw. Did I not give it enough? Okay. I did not. All right, we've got one left to go. And it starts in 5, 4. Your side to side, right here. We hold. Don't go quick. Go slow and low. We'll quicken it up here after we get stretched out. Good. There we go. We're going to tighten up and go. This is where you are flexing your abs. Continue to breathe. Have to push out there to keep you from going further. You're all in control right there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Go ahead and get a break. Turn the music on for a moment. The next set of things that we're going to be doing, we will be doing from the seated position. All of them will be seated except for the lunge. You'll get up on the lunge and you will do that in front of your chair. So you're going to start off doing power jacks. We'll have the light weights in our hands and the heavier band on your legs. So if you want to go ahead and put the heavier band on your legs, please feel free to do so right now. And I've got this changed. For some reason, I put 6 instead of 7. I don't know what I was thinking. And we are 5 songs in. Okay. So we will be doing power jacks. That means your hands are folded here. So you're going to be opening and closing with your light weights. You do not want to use heavy weights on this. If you get tired of doing that and you want to put your weights down, please feel free to do so, because right after that, we're going to be doing biceps. So be mindful of the fact that you're going to be powering your arms, and then you're going to be powering your arms again. So power jacks, biceps, you're going to be lifting if you have 2 pairs of weights, you're going to be lifting both weights. If you do not have 2 pairs of weights, you will lift both of 1 pair of weights in one hand for 30 seconds. And when it gets to 30 seconds, I'll say switch, and you'll simply switch it over and do the other side for 30 seconds. So that's how you're going to accommodate there. Then we're going to have the band that we put on at thighs, because you're going to be at thigh, you either have it thigh or knee level. We'll be doing the slowest hip hinge ever, and we're going to come up just as slowly. And you know how draggy those get? Yeah, so we're going to hurt there. Then we'll stand up and do a lunge in front of the chairs. And between the slow down, slow up, we'll take the band off. So you'll just be right in front of your chair. You can hold your weights, and you can do the lunge right here. Then we'll turn around and sit down and do tricep long arm. So you have your arms long like this and just be pushing back in that straight arm position. Okay, so you'll be seated and you'll just push back and down using that control. Then we'll do reverse sit up, and then we'll do our seated side to side floor reach. So your obliques are going to get a workout today, ladies. Just saying. All right, let me get my band on. My light weights. Okay, 5 seconds countdown. 5 seconds. Go, power jack. Now, not have to go super fast. It's a minute. You can work as fast as you can. You can do one leg, alternate. Like that rapid pace. That's not the rapid pace right there. Again, with these arms, keep them low in your shoulders. You don't have to go up here or anything like that. Low in your shoulders. Moving face. It's simple to do it. It's the singles, it's the doubles, it's the slow down. Speed up. Slow it down. So that means you're putting that body. That's the hardest part of learning. Counting down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. If you have 2 pair of weights, well, again. I have 2 pair of weights. Both weights go to 1. Now 2. And lower, so from that's fun. You're not going out the side. There you go. Okay. Only 1 pair of weights. Get ready to switch from one hand to the next. And switch. All right. Keep going. Slow and steady. And we're at that 10 seconds, y'all. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Get these weights. Do the behind. And then we're going to go to our 15 slow up, slow down. So go ahead. Bring your weight here. And start up with your rear end and use your chair as perfect. So knee up in that stance. We're going to go down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. Down. up, halfway, down, up, down, up, down, 3, 4. I'm actually watching my clock. Okay, just slow down. Oh, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 4, down, up, 4, back, 1, 4, and up. Alright, so stand up this guy right here. This segment here. On the line, you can hold these if you want to. Otherwise, I just want you to practice going as low as you can. Okay? So your first couple will be your warm-ups, then go low. Here we go. 1. I'm not gonna count. Seriously? It's a minute. And you're right there next to your chair, so if you need to put a hand on it, you have that. Good. Everybody. Hands where you want to be, how you want to be. You're barefooted, you're probably going to your toes at this point. That's 1. Let's go ahead and check it out. Sit down. Barefooted your chair. We have weights for triceps. Heavy or light. Whichever way you want to be. Okay. Put your thumb on the head of the weight here. Go out to the side. Long arm. And just push it straight back and down. Arm stays long and straight. Do not lean forward with this. So make sure you're in your 90 degrees. Because it's not about doing this. Okay? You're lifting. If you're sitting up and you start that lift, you feel how your abs are creeping from your belly button to the bottom of your rib cage. Going, okay, don't go over that. And you're probably feeling your low back. So make your back muscles go, don't want to tip over. As you lift, they go, don't let it tip over. So you're working the whole ABC right there. Good. One more. All right. Excellent. Go ahead and plant those legs somewhere where they can roll underneath the rear end. We're going to do reverse sit up at this point. So go ahead and work your weights. So either reverse it up or knee lift. Why you can do it if you need. Hold on and go. You know what your levels are. And it up. 1. I count it. When you bring your knees in up to your chest, that's where the sit-up part comes from. Now you can do the kick out here too. That works the abs much lower, but it's still an ab workout. It's 500%. For the knee lift, it's the same mechanics to the just without the push up. So combination. All of those, what's going to work? Good. We're coming down to the last 10 seconds. And go ahead and put it down. Side to side rock. Okay, why didn't you stand for 45? Your heels underneath your knees. Go ahead and pick up a set of weights. Whether you want it to be light or heavy, entirely up to you. We'll start with them Pull up. Reach and touch. 1, 2, touch. Good. Enjoy that stretch. Touch. Let's say more than 8 times in a row. Just lift your grip. Go lower, slower. Not about speed here. And it's not about actually touching the floor. It's keeping the shoulders in line with the hips. Getting that flexion and that stretching. And yes, your seat bones can leave the chair. Because it depends on how tall your chair is when you're not reach the floor. And we're at our last 10. And we're done with that. All right. Go ahead, stand up. Forward. All right. We're going to be going to the floor. So when you get to the floor, you're going to sit down and you're going to put, you're going to need either band. I'll let you choose. If you want to do the heavier band, that's great. If you want to do the lighter band, that's great, because we're going to do windmill, but you won't use it for the first one. You'll use it for the second one. We're going to do windmill jack. Okay. We're going to do our bridge where you pull your feet in, lift your butt up and hold it. And from that position, we'll be laying on the floor doing hammer curls like this. So your elbows will be on the floor and you'll just be moving your arms above your body like so. Then we're going to do our hip lift, which is the lower and lift from the bridge position with the band on. Bridge, hip lift, bridge, open and close. Butt will be on the floor and you'll open and close your legs. Then we will go back to our bridge up and hold it, doing chest press. Then we will put the weights down, legs up, and do pat the floor. And then we do our penguin. So adjust your camera or your computer so that you can see what's going on. I'm going to adjust mine because I have to go way up here to adjust it. I have to look at this. There we go. Look, floor in a lot of my desk. There's that. Let me move it this way. Does that help? Nope, not really. All right. Now I know where to be in the open spot. There's my chair. Okay. Things I have to do. Put these guys down on the floor so I can see them. I'm going to definitely turn the music down a little bit, mainly so you can hear. I'm going to get my band and my heavier set of weights. That's what I'm going to choose to work with. So I'm going to have my band right here. All right. As a reminder, when we do our bridge, you want to make sure that your feet are at a nice distance. The problem is when I lay down, I can't see any of you guys, so I've got to move my computer as well. Ta-da! Okay, except for the part where it won't let me do that. Here we go. All right, so bridge, before we do it, you want to have your feet not so close to your butt that you're breaking your tendons. And then you're going to have your shoulders level on the floor. And you're simply going to press up. If you want a little bit of challenge with your bridge, you simply lift your toes so that your heels are holding everything. This helps the back of your legs to activate. If you're feeling pressure in your knees, then open your stance just a little bit so that you're not feeling as much pressure in those tendons. And you're simply going to hold this position while we're doing either our hammer curl or our chest press. And remember, we're doing chest press. You're over your chest, not over your face. Okay, so the chest press, you should be actually pushing it slightly at an angle so you're going between your chest and your belly button right here while you're in the bridge position. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with windmill jack, which is basically the Roman soldier in laying down position. Who knew? 5-second countdown. All right. And you do a little bit of a crunch up as you reach. Keep going. I got to move my chair out of the way. So you want to try to do long legs, long arms. If you need to do a little bit of a bend in the leg, totally okay. Good. Good, good, good. These have so many ways to modify that if you're having an issue with something, you all you can just change your leg position, change your arm position. And we're at the 10-second mark. And go ahead and get your band on. Get your feet set and your weight should be right next to you. Go ahead and stand them so that they're on their heads. Get your heels set. Lift your butt. If you want challenge, lift your toes. And you simply go take your arms off the floor to your shoulders and then don't touch the floor with the weights anymore from this position. So you're just getting to the point where you almost touch the floor here and then hold and come back up. I think at the 30-second mark, we will change our position to the traditional bicep curl. So your knuckles will turn. So go ahead and come up here, change it. So your knuckles can touch, but not the weights. And you can feel the difference. Okay? In fact, you don't have to let your hands touch the ground. That's fine. This is a very closed position. You can't go all the way down. You can't come all the way up. Because the whole back of your arm is plastered to the floor. And you're just holding this position. Feet down and butt down. Go ahead and put the weights down for just a moment. Bring your knees in. A little side-to-side rolling. All right. No weights on this one. We're simply going to press our heels back to the floor. We're going to lift and lower. When you come down, you don't quite touch your back to the floor. So go up here, and you're just going to go down and up. Down and up. Whatever you want to do with your hands. You can take them out here to the side. You can raise them up high. You can go back like this. That will arch your back, changes your position a little bit. You can flail. I don't recommend flailing. It's awkward. Yeah, you don't feel that. Your hip joints are going, child. What are you doing? Do not lift your toes on this one. Yeah, that would change it up a lot. We're at the 20-second mark. I know you probably thought it was a 10-second mark. No, I mean, we're not there yet. Puppies. Cindy's dogs are getting in the mix. 10 seconds left. Breathe through it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. Butt down. Knees in. Roll it from side to side. Ooh, baby, baby. And you're just going to keep your legs in this position. And you're going to open and close. Your feet come apart as well, so you're not clamming at the bottom. Ooh, here we go. I'm setting myself up into a little bit of a crunch. Take your time. Open. Press your legs as far apart as they can with that band, and then come back in. Good. Just nice and slow here. I probably ought to do just a band only class about once a month so everybody can just go, okay, I'm ready to die. Let's do this. And then the rest of the month, nobody gets upset about anything. But that's not how it works, so we're not going to do that. Although I might do the band class without the dying part. Open and close. We're counting down now. And go ahead and put your feet down, head down. Pick up your weights, take them out to the side, and make sure your elbows are even with the bottom of your rib cage. Feet are open. You're going to press your hips up in just a moment. And then once you get your hips up, you will press your arms up to chest press between the ribs and the belly button and down. And lift your butt. And you're going to press and down. You don't want to let your elbows come all the way down. You want to control up and control down. Remember, the chest press is over your chest and not over your face. So if you drop, you're not going to hurt your face. Ideally, if you drop, you're going to do it on the go down, downside. I'm going to shift my feet just a bit. I know that for me, I do need my feet a little closer. And that's me. You make sure you adjust when you're in a position that helps you to hold yourself to the best of your ability. You don't want to ever put your knees in stress. But you do want to be able to hold yourself up. Down and up. Just nice and steady with those arms. Oh, all the puppies wandering around on the screen, y'all. It's so great. Elbows down, hips down. All right. You're going to keep the band on. Go ahead and roll your legs in. Straighten your legs up for me. You can use your hands to straighten up. Go ahead and scoot these out just a little bit. All right, hands right here. Sit up in a crunch. From this position, pat the floor. So you're doing that little bit of a bow rock right there. If you need to bend your legs, that's fine. It's a good zone for drive. Dun, 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 dun. Breathe, people, breathe. If you need to support your head, you can always do like this. And then switch it out. The key is to keep this part going. Last 10 seconds. Breathe, my dudes. Breathe. And legs down for a moment. Rock side to side with those hips. Woo. All right. So the last thing we're going to do from this position, open your legs. Find your ankles. You're going to sit up into a little bit of a crunch. And you're going to curl towards your ankles. So you want to try to tap the back of your legs. So sit up in your crunch and reach. So this is our penguin. It's our side to side. And if you need to, you can do elbow behind the head and do 1, 2, and count to 10 or 8 or whatever. And then switch and go the other side. So if the side to side alternating doesn't work for you, do a count to one side and then count to the other. All kinds of modifications we can do here. Good. Rock it in there. All right, we're counting down. And head down. Let your knees come in. Put your knees into your chest and adjust your shoulders so that they're flat there. And go ahead and walk this guy off. Something digging into my back. Okay. So go ahead, adjust your hips, adjust your shoulders, cross your feet at the ankles, and pull your knees in towards you. And you have that open space here. So you can kind of pull this and allow your back to stretch just a little bit right here. I want you to take a nice deep breath through it, raise your tummy, fill your tummy up, feel your back pressing into the floor, and then exhale. Switch your feet. Take that nice deep breath again. And then exhale. All right. Get a better grip on your knees. You're going to open and just come out and flex and point. Flex and point. Head down, flex and point, and roll. And with your hands on your legs like this, you can actually feel those big muscles moving underneath there. proof of what you've been doing, okay? Bring the legs in. We're gonna go underneath the legs and straighten up. Get a good grip on the back of your thighs. If you can, straighten your legs to the best of your ability and point your toes. If you need to do a slight bend, that's fine. Remember, this is stretching, what works for you. Once you get your legs as straight as you can, we're going to sit up in what we call a J or a ladle because you look like a ladle. Notice my arms are bowed out. And we're going to just kind of do a little bit of a side to side. Don't go so big because then you will just go right on over. I just want you to feel the shift. And you lift that one side and you lift that other. And then head down. All right. Arms out to the side. You're going to take your legs over to the side. So we're doing the twist from the hips. My legs are not coming all the way to the floor. And then I'm going to roll to center. I'm going to go the other way. My legs are not going to go all the way to the floor. We're staying there long enough to feel the stretch. And then come back to the middle. All right, we're going to do it one more time. This time, go ahead and let your knee come to the floor, but keep that back hand on the floor as well. And then shift. Again, you're going to let the leg go to the floor, but keep this back hand down, not the shoulder, the back hand. Your shoulder's going to come up no matter what you do. And come in here. We're going to take our legs up one more time, but we're going to come up and grab at the ankles and pull them down. And then let your head and neck go to the floor. And then if your feet come apart, they come apart. We're simply holding our legs and letting gravity do the stretch for us. For 10 as we breathe. 9, 8, wiggle your toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let your legs go down nice and long. And once they go long, you're going to need to adjust your back. Let it go to that natural arch position. Lay your hands right here next to you. Head and neck at neutral. All you're going to do is you're going to raise your arms up. Nice long position. Bring them right above your eyeballs, right at your eye line. Thumbs press it in. From this position, your back should already be in a natural arch. You're going to let your arms roll back towards the floor. Let your body arch as it needs to. Let your shoulders roll. And you want to take your hands as close to the floor without touching as you can. So your rib cage is kind of encroaching on your throat at this point, and that is okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then begin that slow process of bringing those arms back up. Feel everything, all those muscles moving in your back. And we're simply going to take the arms nice and slow down to the floor. And we're going to let them relax. Let your body relax. Okay, I want you to clench your toes. Release. Clench your toes. And release. I want you to point your toes. And release. Point. And release. We're going to flex our feet. That means you pull your toes towards you. Flex. And release. Flex. And release. I want you to lift your heels off the floor and flex your calves. So you're going to flex your calves. Flex. 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 And release. Now I want you to focus on just your quads. You're going to have to clamp your quads down, okay? Clamp. 2, 3, 4. There's a trick to doing it without making your butt engage, and it's basically kind of locking your knee down and in so that you feel this muscle engage. Now you're going to clench your cheeks, and I don't mean these. These cheeks. You're going to clench 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I want you to let your belly button go as close to your spine as you can. Press it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to shrug the shoulders. You're going to shrug your shoulders in a J motion. So from your shoulder ball, you're going to kind of go down underneath your shoulder blades. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to do it the other way. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to draw hands in, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and hold it right there. And just do a little turn side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax your shoulders. Turn your chin all the way to your right. As far as you can go, can you see the pattern in your carpet? And do you need to vacuum? All right, let's go back to center. And we're going to go to the left as far as you can and hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back to center. And now I want you to tilt your chin up as far as you can go. So it means you have to adjust your head and take your chin up as high as you can and hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and slowly slide it back into neutral position. Pick your hands up, and I want you to leave your elbows planted on the ground and just roll them around. And then reverse them, moving your hands as you need to. Because you can't flail your arms here, it just has to be working from the elbow. And now we're just going to go from the wrists the other way. Clench and roll and unroll, clench and roll and unroll. And then go ahead and roll yourself sideways so that you can see the camera. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you next time. And you get to watch the whole awkward, oh, where's the mouse part that I get to do here?